thoughtful moment indeed. The national anthem and a crowd anxiously awaiting the tip-off. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us for Noche Latina, the NBA's celebration of the Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. And with Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. And breaking down the game, right now let's take a look, guys, at the Prophet.
And he's someone the defense has to keep track of at all times because, even when he doesn't have the ball, he moves so well without it. He's constantly a threat to catch and shoot.
And also, he's absolutely able to do some incredible things in the air. I mean, he can look like a gymnast sometimes, twisting his body, double clutching his shot. But he maintains a smooth approach to it all.
And it's been home cooking for the Spurs in the midst of a homestand here in San Antonio. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
Yeah, it was tough to see that one coming, really, because I thought that was a game they were going to win. The final score really caught a lot of people off guard.
Yeah, but I think they really tightened up at the end, Steve. I think they were trying too hard to avoid the upset instead of focusing on going after the win.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
Fultz, defended by Jones. The shot's good from Banchero.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Magic on defense. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, given how they performed offensively that day, guys, they really had no chance.
Yeah, and the frustration just mounted. You could see it as they continued to come up empty. And by the end, they were really just happy to get out of there and have the game be over.
And Orlando has possession after the miss from Wembanyama. Banchero, defended by Sohan Wagner. And it's blocked by Roberts. And it's out of bounds to the Magic as Orlando will retain possession. 1 second on the shot. Launches a three. Shot is off. So the Spurs will take it the other way. We want to keep rolling here.
Down that time. Reverberation throughout the entire building on that one.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flush.
Oh, the signature Kevin Harlan call. Up high and down hard.
Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Fultz, defended by Jones. Suggs hits the three-point bomb.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but, the defense still needs to keep an eye on him.
And Doris Burke caught up with Coach Greg Popovich. Doris?
Kevin, he told me that basically on the defensive end, if they can do a good job on their outside shooters, everything else should fall into place. He said, listen, if we can force them to work the ball inside on a consistent basis, we feel like we have an excellent chance to win. We'll see, guys.
Doris, thank you. Obviously, Clark, the three ball is a big concern for any defense.
Well, yeah, it is, Kevin, but the upside is you're not getting broken down in the lane and you're not giving them free throws, but you still have to challenge those shots. His footwork in the low post is tremendous, almost ballerina-like.
The Magic shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Yeah, they've just been an ordinary team in terms of free throw shooting this year, guys, about 75%.
The numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year, but just a tad worse, so not too bad.
And so here's Orlando after the made shot from Roberts. Wagner, defended by Roberts. No good from Wagner. Roberts passes to Wembanyama. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Tough assignment for that defender with the size mismatch we're seeing.
Yeah, I just don't think he's big enough to handle it.
And that's a foul called on the Prophet. That's his first foul. We're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Passes it to Carter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And now let's see who the NBA's hottest shooters have been in the second half of the season. Look at the Prophet, a great player, second in the league.
His touch around the basket has been outstanding. I mean, he just seems to knock down everything he sees.
And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Yeah, trying to put a little mustard on the hot dog there. That was just convert the shot. Come on.
The pass to Wagner. 6 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
Let's take a moment now, Kevin, to see how the Spurs are doing in the NBA statisticals currently. First in shooting percentage. First in free throw percentage. And they're also ranked #1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
Man, the shooting is really what stands out to me. This is a team that does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create good shots. And when they do that and they're on their game, they're tough to beat.
Another shot. A rebound by the Spurs.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Roberts.
Right there.
And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Yeah, that is Showtime stuff right there. Major highlight reel material.
Let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. Taking a look at Boston. They've continued to play strong basketball, not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And checking out Orlando. Not really any threat right now, as their record showing a lot more losses.
Well, looking at Orlando, they've proven they have a long way to go if they're going to be a competitive team in this league.
And even if they weren't expected to play at a high level this year, I think most people felt they were capable of being better than what they're showing right now.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for San Antonio. Here is Carter, averaging 8 points a game. Banchero, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
it's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
Oh, boy. Whipped cream, cherry on top. It always comes back to dessert for fun.
On the court for Orlando. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And that call gets an instant reaction from the fans.
Well, that's a whistle that did not go over very well.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
They get it back.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
Not enough on that one as it misses.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Spurs trail by 3. Takes a shot at the elbow. Shot by Roberts, no good. Orlando's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. There's the screen. Fultz, defended by Sohan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wagner, the finger roll finish at the bucket. He has 7.
Great move to the hoop, and I love the finger roll finish. Boy, listen to the fans. Any question about how popular he is here?
Not at all. He is much beloved in this city.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Hey guys, the Prophet in their last game against the Thunder, boy was he tremendous. He had 61 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
I agree with you there. I mean, he obviously hit on something that brought out the best in him, and you can be sure he's going to take the exact same approach in this one.
Definitely. And as confident a player as he already was, now he's got to be feeling absolutely unstoppable.
And Orlando has possession. After the made shot from Jones. Gets the bucket. He has 6. Spurs trail by 5. Here's Roberts. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Wembanyama the pass to Roberts. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Complete domination. What a game for the Prophet. 12 points and 2 steals as well. It's been a really complete performance for him today.
No question, he's made an impact just about everywhere on the court.
And Orlando making a change here. Both free throws good for Roberts. Orlando leading by 3. There's a good screen. Harris outside. From the arc. San Antonio with the rebound. Roberts got his 3rd rebound tonight. Deflects the pass. That's a foul called on the Prophet. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
That's his 2nd personal. 2nd team.
Kicks it to Carter. He's guarded by Collins. Back to Carter. Rejected by Roberts. Lays it up and banks it in. Roberts got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the 2nd.
And it's Carter missing. San Antonio trailing here. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks.
Some good matchups. And that Dallas Mavericks game, definitely one to be checking out.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already, and as Rasheed Wallace once said, both teams playing hard, my man.
So it's Orlando now, following the 3-pointer by San Antonio. Pass to Wagner. 5 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Will it go? The rebound by the Spurs. Roberts got his 5th rebound in this one.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
Williams, he's checked in for Orlando. We've got 1:08 left here in the 2nd. Drills the 3-pointer. 19 points for the Prophet.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
I agree, guys, and the points add up in a hurry when you start giving up easy looks from long range.
So it's Orlando now. It's a 5-point game. There's the feed to Harris. That's good.
They've slowed down casting those triples here in the 2nd.
I'd actually like to see them go back outside, Clark, because they had a good flow, a good pace here early on.
Here's Roberts. 19 points in the game. 35 seconds left in the first half of basketball. That's good. He's got 6.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Orlando with the ball. They trail by 6. Harris misses.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
That's a blocking foul, and he'll shoot free throws. The Spurs shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. If you look at the numbers, impressive.
And, you know, I really think the hard work they've put in the offseason and so far this year really making a big difference. I mean, they've made a huge improvement in their shooting at the line. Shooting 100% in the quarter, they've They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
Well, it's a nice job of really making the most of their opportunities.
And Green gets it to go.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
And the first half is now in the books. Spurs out in front, up by 6. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
Now, presented by Sprint.
From the 2K Sports Studios, welcome. The season is in its finals.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back to the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. You look at the prophet in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, he shot his share of free throws, that's for sure. I mean, he got to the line, drew contact, and you love getting to the free throw line. Easy points if you can get them.
Steve, I think they may have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one player. I mean, he's drawing a lot of fouls on guys.
Roberts in a 2-guard. He's out there with Jones, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Shot clock at 5. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
For San Antonio, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And so here's Orlando. Fultz, defended by Jones, passes to Wagner. The dish to Carter. Good ball movement here by the Magic. That one goes. Count it. He's got 12.
His shooting has been so good today, he may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
Sohan, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing him. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
Here are the Magic now. 6-point game. Suggs, defended by Roberts. Just 5 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
This guy is such an acrobatic player, Kevin. The ability to adjust his shot in midair, to contort his body and still have the balance and the anticipation to make the shot. Pretty amazing.
And something else you notice about him offensively is what a dangerous catch-and-shoot player he is. He's got a quick trigger.
Here's Roberts. He's got 24, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play. This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, in their last game, guys, he was dialed in at the line.
Yeah, no question. I mean, it may have been the strongest part of his game that night.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
That free throw good from Roberts. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Wagner, who's guarded by Johnson. Here's Fultz. And too long on the shot.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Here's Roberts. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
We got a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You take a look at the Warriors. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, the Spurs, just a couple spots back.
You know, checking out San Antonio, they've had such a tremendous regular season. I mean, really exceeding even the most optimistic projections. A bit of a surprise, actually.
And with the playoffs right around the corner, they are really excited to see just how far they can go. They only get so many chances to win it all, and they have to be in that conversation.
The pass to Wagner. Suggs. Rebounded by Wembanyama. One-on-one here. Here's Roberts. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Roberts got 11 points in the quarter.
I tell you, he's really carrying a lot of the load offensively, and that's almost always good news for them. They can always depend on him to put the pass right on the money.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Roberts got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into the position they're in right now.
Here's Fultz. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. He's got 8.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Roberts, and he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. Well, we like to keep you up to date on the fresh talent in the league, so let's check in on the rookie block leaders. Look at the Prophet, a fierce inside defender, tops in the NBA in blocks.
Well, he has clearly established himself as the premier interior defender among this year's rookie class.
Yeah, he's a ball of energy out there. Static electricity is this guy. I mean, he's got the athleticism to match that, too, so it's really good to see such a hungry, young, athletic defender. They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
And their confidence has to just continue to go up the longer their perfection continues.
Pocket 6. Pass to Bankero. The 15-footer. Again, the Magic score.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Doubled by Bankero. Wembanyama defended by Carter. Guideline shot is off. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 11.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Pass to Bankero. Suggs, defended by Roberts. Feeds it to Carter. Backing down. Rejected by Wembanyama. Dishes it to Roberts. Doubled by Wagner. Poked away. Here's the break. Here's Bankero. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Roberts passes to Wembanyama, and he brings it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
The Magic trail by 11. The pass to Wagner. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. He's got 14. San Antonio's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And now Orlando on the break. And he banks in the layup.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
Here's Roberts. He's got 36.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I'm glad they didn't try. You don't want anybody getting hurt out here.
Orlando's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage.
Help out! Help out!
Pass to Wagner. 6 to shoot. To the inside, Carter, and the layup's good off the glass. Carter's got his second basket of the game.
Beautiful dish down low.
And Roberts kicks to Jones. Spurs passing it around. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
The Magic trail by 10. Harris outside. He dishes it to Smith. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the third. Shot clock at 6. Doubled by Roberts. Number 28. Second chance shot, and the layup good by Smith.
You know, they'll want to generate more of those shots in tight, guys.
Spurs leading by 8. He kicks to Roberts. The three. That drops. 7 points in the game.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
The Magic shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Harris dishes to Marshall. Back to Harris. Harris gets the screen from Smith. And the basket by Harris. Harris has got 9 points.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked. I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
6 to shoot. Right side, Green. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Well, you look at the numbers on the season, he's shooting 86% from the free throw line.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Spurs lead by 8. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports.
We get closer.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They've been the aggressors, and they've been tougher in the paint all game.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Magic, both free throws good from Roberts. The Magic trail by 10. Pass to Marshall. The three. It's rebounded by Roberts. Roberts got his 7th rebound here tonight. Down low. And Bieniema to pass to Roberts. Pass south. He feeds it to Roberts. Clock at 6. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now? It's their defense, that's for sure.
And Orlando has possession. Down by 12. Here's Smith. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. The Magic making a switch here. The free throw drops for Smith. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Lineup. No good on the three. The Magic trail by 9. Fultz defended by Roberts. There's the steal. Gives him the lead pass.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Here's Harris. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. The Prophet really making a difference here.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Nate McMillan address his team. He was emphatic. We're not getting it done, fellas. We've simply got to step up, get engaged, and try to battle back. Guys, we'll see if the pep talk gets them going.
The Magic trail by 13. Banchero defended by Sohan. And yes, sir, that one drops.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Roberts. And that one is hammered home.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
That was one of those 3 or 4 plays that you see every night in an NBA game that just leaves you in awe.
And Orlando has possession. After the basket by San Antonio. Can't connect from short range.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Rhino. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. And the Spurs lead by 15.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
And Orlando has possession. The shot's good from Banchero.
I'll tell you what I love about him. His ability to finish even while absorbing contact. He is so strong.
Huge play. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Out to Harris. Fires the 3. Shot is no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Orlando moving the ball around. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
The Magic making a switch here. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Roberts passes to Sohan. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
Banchero passes to Wagner. Suggs lets it go from deep. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And he has picked it up here in the second half, really lighting it up now.
Spurs leading by 11. Passes it to Sohan from downtown. Orlando grabs the miss.
And that's a shot you can't pass up. He should knock that down.
Gets it to go. Roberts got 48.
Nicely done. They just continue to dominate inside. That's 10 points in a row in the lane.
It's now purely here it comes. See if you can stop it.
Rejected by Wembanyama. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Suggs, defended by Roberts. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Wembanyama. For San Antonio, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done.
It seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Wagner passes to Banchero. Up off the screen, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Boy, pick was set at the perfect angle on the floor, and he used it nicely.
So that's a play we may see from them a few more times.
Why not? I mean, when it works, you go back to it. Make them stop you.
San Antonio leading by 12. Tipped. Carter drives in, puts the lead pass in front of him. The shot's good from Wagner.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end, and I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
A nice shot by Roberts.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
The Magic trail by 14. Suggs, defended by Roberts. The finger roll finish at the bucket. He's got 19. And so it's San Antonio with it.
Wow. Incredible.
Wow. Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks there.
I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that again. Good rebound there, but overall, they're getting outworked on the glass.
Steve, I think that's what you'd expect, seeing what the score is.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the officials.
That's good from Roberts. Both free throws good for Roberts. 1:39 left here in the fourth quarter. Back to Carter. 6 on the shot clock. The shot. They'll get another chance.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Well, that's a wrap, fellas. No way you come back in this one.
Not anymore. Any chance of that happening went out the window a while ago.
There's a minute left in the fourth. Carter right side. Suggs. No good from outside. On offense, here are the Spurs. A big stretch here going 10-2. Roberts passes to Wembanyama. The jump hook and another basket for San Antonio.
A serious game-clinching run. They've taken off here. Impressive.
No backing off. What a surge at the right time.
Suggs. His three-pointers off the mark. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. The first one falls, so Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
And I think this is going to be too much to overcome, Clark. What do you think?
All the sand in the hourglass is gone, and I agree with you.
From deep, Green. Collins grabs the miss. And Oakland will leave the pass to Roberts. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one.
So with the results of tonight's game, you guys have officially clinched a playoff spot. How do you handle the rest of the season? And do you take your foot off the gas pedal a little bit, or do you keep going full speed ahead?
That's really more of a question for Coach, but I'm guessing he'll tell you the importance of maintaining focus. Now isn't the time to get sloppy and lose all of our hard work, you know?